Okay, so what am I doing? I've got this issue. I brought this E300 home and I said to myself, I'm going to get this thing online and play with it. Problem is, I booted it up. It was on VLAN 10. Plugged it into a Cisco switch. It got an IP address, but that's not the IP address that I want. So I put it on VLAN 80. That's the VLAN it belongs on. But now it won't seem, I can't seem to get it to take an address. So I've got a few things on the screen here, and I want to talk through what I'm doing to troubleshoot this, because this is a pretty classical issue. Classic issue. So what you see on my screen right now is you see in the top left-hand corner the E300 and the display module. You see Wireshark next to that, and below that you see rack 1. That's my switch that I'm plugged into, and my core is this 2960 XR. So we're going to go through this step by step and try to figure out what's wrong. I'm going to be using Wireshark. My goal is to capture the packets that are coming from the E300 and get them into Wireshark. In order for me to do that, I need to use a feature called port mirroring or port spanning. It's a pretty cool feature that lets me, what's the word I'm looking for? It basically lets me push all the packets from one port to another. So the first two pieces of information I need to know is what port is my E300 on and what port is my computer on, because I need to push those packets through this command called port mirroring or monitoring. I need to push that from 3 to whatever my computer's at. And that's the issue, is right now I don't know what that is. So I need to figure that out. So I'm going to go to my network adapter, Ethernet. This one's connected. I am currently, this is my MAC address, E0D5. So hopefully, if I transition back to this screen, so I'm on the switch that I'm physically plugged into, rack 1, do show MAC address. And I'm going to look for E0D5 is what I said, right? E0D5. Look right there, I found it. So it's plugged into port 2. Great, so now I have my two pieces of information. One, I need to know the port that I want the session on, the source, and the destination. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go back over to my switch. So let's jump back to this view here. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to monitor session. I'll pick a session. I don't have any sessions running, but it can't be something that's already running. And I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this source interface gigabit 0/3. So that's the port that I want my source packets to come from. Now I'm going to monitor session 1. Destination is interface GI 0/2. That's my computer. Okay, so that's done. Let me jump over to here, bring up Wireshark. Now launch this. So I have packets coming in. I got this. This is me, 10.152. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to unplug. I'm going to power cycle the E300 and plug it back in. And you can see it's got no comms. It actually tells you this. And it's booting up. And now it's online. I bet you I could go to this thing and it would tell me my address. But that's too easy. So let's transition back. And so this thing's completely booted up. You can see the link light. I'm going to stop my packet capture, and I'm going to go back to when this thing came online. We should see, I don't see anything. I got a DHCP discover. Okay, this is good. So let's go to, oh, look at that. This is awesome. So that's what I was looking for. Wireshark knows that it's a Rockwell device. This Rockwell device is asking for an IP address. So it sends out a DHCP discovery packet. Follow. So only discovers. So I'm following the stream and there's no DHCP, which means there is something wrong with my DHCP server. And this will happen, guys. This is gonna get you. You think your machine's running the DHCP software, You think everything's good, but your firewall is blocking DHCP. So this is a perfect example. That's not what's happening, but this is the first step in getting a DHCP. And we know that Rockwell device is asking, and we know that right now, bam, here's my problem. I'm not sending out DHCP packets from my server. So if the server was working correctly, this is what you would see. You'd see a request come in, acknowledge, discover, offer, request, and acknowledge. Those are what you typically see when the DHCP server is working correctly, which we did not see, so we know that's a problem. Wireshark, port mirroring, Cisco has helped me know exactly what's wrong. No doubt now I know exactly what I need to do to fix it. So let's go ahead and walk through that, see why. Let's see. Let me cut back over to here and show. Let me do a show run. I got my DHCP stuff here. This is perfect. So right here I have an IP pool. It says it's VLAN 8. So hang on. Show VLAN. Okay. Here's I messed up, guys. I don't document my network very good. I put it on VLAN 80 automation. That's where I put this E300. This port right here is plugged into gig 3. I put it on VLAN 80. That is not apparently the right VLAN. I should be on VLAN 8. So really, really bad. Should not have made that mistake, but I did. And to be honest with you, I did not do it on purpose. I had no idea I was going to do that. So let's fix that. So interface gig 0/3 switch ports access VLAN 8. Okay, so now that that's done, let's see if we got an address. Show IP DHCP binding is the Cisco command, and sure enough, we now have that on. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to jump on over to my other computer and check out RS Links. See if RS Links can see it. Okay, so now I can go in here and set this manually. What I was trying to do from the beginning, but my VLANs were messed up. I was on a different VLAN than I thought I was, so the DHCP wasn't working, which caused the E300 to sit there, and I had no idea until I did port mirroring, ran Wireshark, and saw that I had no DHCP data coming in from my server. So that is exactly what I was hoping I'd see. We would work it out together. And this is just a real common problem. Most of the time it's a firewall issue. So great. We'll continue to look at the E300 some more. But for now, this little troubleshooting session is solved.